Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. This is the card we're going to be making today. This is our project. It's a little card that I made. I saw a sketch. I was just scrolling through Pinterest, as I quite often do, and I just came across this sketch and I thought, actually I'd like to have a go at that, so I just made a little card to go with the sketch. I'll put the sketch on my blog, which will be below, so you can see what the sketch was. Maybe you'd like to have a go yourself. Sometimes if I'm not sure what to do, it's just finding a sketch or a colour challenge or something like that just inspires me. So this one I made in Bermuda Bay and Gorgeous Grape. Next one I'm going to make on the video today is going to be in Melon Mambo and Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so we're still sticking with the Gorgeous Grape, but going with Melon Mambo this time. And the stamp set we're using is, of course, the lovely Butterfly Gala and the Butterfly Duet Punch. So what are we going to do? First things to do is to do some stamping, and I'm going to come in with my Gorgeous Grape stamp pad, and I'm going to stamp 3 of these little butterflies. Now you can see I've cut mine apart. In the stamp set, these are all come together so that when you punch, you can punch the whole lot out. But I found I actually wanted to use the stamps separately, so I've actually cut apart this stamp set. It doesn't matter because you can place it back exactly in the right place really easily if you wanted to stamp both together. But I just find it makes it easier for me to use. I'm just trying to think where I need to place these in order to punch them out. I'll do them along there. There. Okay, so I've stamped in full strength ink, but I'm then going to come in with a piece of scrap paper. I've now got the solid infill here, and I'm going to stamp on my stamp pad and then stamp off and then stamp. Sorry, I need to bring this closer to me because I need to line it up like so. So this is stamped off, and it's very easy if you can get your head right over the stamp to line them up. It's not so easy here because I've got a tripod in the way. I always find this a bit tricky on camera, but hopefully that will do. There we go. I've got 3 in Gorgeous Grape. I'm just going to bring in my Simply Chamois, just clean those stamps off. Oh, I've got to do something else before I put my Gorgeous Grape away as well. I need to come in with the body of my butterfly. So I'm just going to come in with the body of my butterfly, and again trying to get as over top of this as I can. Just stamp the body like so. That one needs cleaning off as well now. Where's my Simply Sammy? Let's just clean that one off as well. There we go. Simply Chamois ends up looking a bit of a mess, but actually it's fine. It just cleans the stamps really well. Right, then we're coming in with Melon Mambo, the Melon Mambo ink. It's one of my old style ink pads, but it's still going strong, so that's good. I've had it. I think I've had it. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator nearly 3 years now, and I think I've had it since I started. I think my stamp pads are one of the first things that I bought, so it's doing pretty well. And then coming in with, again, stamping off so that you get the two-tone effect on the butterfly. And our new stamp cleaning pad that's in the new catalogue is perfect when you've been stamping with Melon Mambo and got your stamps stained with this pink ink. It's perfect for cleaning them off. Ah, there, I mean, we need to do the bodies again. Yep, there we go. So let's just do the bodies again. Sorry if this isn't quite on camera, but I can't see to line them up very well if it's any higher up. There we go. Right, so those are my 6 butterflies. And so then we're going to come in and punch those out. Like that. And love this punch. Oh, I've punched a bit of the other butterfly. It wasn't. I'm going to leave it for the minute, but I might replace it. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do another butterfly quickly, hoping I don't run out of time here. My camera will only video for 15 minutes, so if I go over time it will run out. Might have a very hurried finish. But I've just cut out, the part of the punch that cuts out the big butterfly just caught my little one, the wing of my little one, so there we go. Oh, the body. Oh dear, this is what it's like when I'm crafting. Oh, I haven't done that, I don't know if it's what you're like when you're crafting. It always turns out alright in the end though. But I do, one of the things I always do now is close my stamp pads, because I've put my elbow in stamp pads or put something on them so many times in the past. So just line that up and punch. There we go. So I should have 3 pink ones. 1, 2, 3. And 3 purple ones. And I'm just going to cut so it's easier to place these in the punch. Like so. Let's hope I haven't done the same here, that it's going to catch. I didn't think about that when I was doing them so close together. So see, I've learnt that lesson, and now when you do it you won't make that mistake. So it's my Whisper White card that's been wasted, not yours. Always good. Right, there we go. 3 purple and 3 pink, 3 melon mambo and 3 gorgeous grey. Right, let's come in with the card blank then. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie the ribbon around here. It's just got a little knot in it, so I've got 2 lengths this time of gorgeous grape ribbon, and I'm just going to try and do this out. Maybe not work on camera. I can do it off camera, and then as soon as I come on camera it all goes wrong, so let's try. So did you see what I did? I did it over and under and then just pull. Oh, that's all right. There, that's what I wanted, because I want these 2 ends. So then I'm going to come in with a strip of tear and tape. Over the end of my cardstock, if I can find the end of my tear and tape. Like so. Find my tweezers, if I put them away. I tied it up after the last video, now I need everything again. Luckily I sit at my desk where more or less everything is within reach. So if I forget anything before I start the video, I can usually reach it without leaving you stranded for too long. One day I'll do a craft room tour, but I haven't quite finished my craft room yet. I'm waiting to, we need some windows fitted. And sorry, I'm coming off camera here and I'll explain in a minute. There. I needed to stick it down, and it will stick on my grid paper, so I needed to just stick it on the paper. Actually, that's not in the right place. I need it to be over the tear and tape. Let's take that off again. Another wonderful thing about tear and tape is with something like this, you can peel it off and peel it back on again. There we go. Right, there we go. Right, and then I'm just going to tuck that behind and trim off some of the excess. Tuck that behind and trim off the excess. There we go. Yes, I will do a craft room tour, but I'm waiting for the window to be replaced before I can actually finish organising my craft space, and then I will do. My craft room is actually a converted utility room. Well, it's not so much converted, it's just dual purpose. Still a utility room. I still have the washing machine and a tumble dryer and a sink in here, but the rest of the room I've converted into my craft room. It's very bijou, very, very small, but it's great because it means I've got a space where I can leave everything out and nobody else comes in here, because it wouldn't occur to anybody else in my house to do the laundry, so they just leave me to it and leave me in here. Right, okay, so let's find my Tombow. Oh, I had the Tombow out earlier. What did I do with it? Anyhow, hopefully this one will work. Got so many opened Tombos. I really ought to stick with one and use it up before I use the others, really. There we go. There we go. Just, that's going to mount onto this panel. Oh, should I give you the dimensions of the panel? They both measure slightly over 10.5 because that's the width of my card blank, and I want to be able to trim them off close when I'm done. And they measure, the cardstock panel is 4.5 centimetres and the white cardstock is 4 centimetres, and I will put the imperial measurements up on my blog when I post about this. Okay, so there we go. So that's going to go there. Got a little bit of glue on there. I don't know if that will come off. Might be covered up with the butterfly anyway, so it might not matter. It's very easy to get a splodge of Tombow. It's not quite dry, that's it. Otherwise an eraser will get it off if it's dry. I think that's more or less off. Hey, there's going to be a butterfly over there anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. So then we come in with the butterflies. Yep, see, I can put a butterfly over there and that will cover all that mess up. You can, if you leave it a little while, it will you can rub Tombow off with a rubber, with just a normal rubber. So one there. Just fold them so the wings come up a little bit. One there. One there. And so on. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm not running out of time here. What time are we? We've got a couple more minutes. So, right, let's quickly do those butterflies. I'm probably not going to have time to emboss the greeting, but the greeting is actually from Abstract Impressions, and I've just heat embossed it in white on a little bit of purple card, and I will do that before I take the pictures of this. You've seen me heat embossing before if you've watched my videos. In fact, I white embossed, thank you, on my blog hop card last weekend. Oh no, I don't think that's been published yet. I'm doing these videos in the wrong order, but I'm sure you've seen me embossing before, clear embossing, white embossing. I'm rambling along here now. Right, there we go. And then I'm just going to use up this glue because I've got this glue here and I don't want it to go to waste. I just squirted some Tombow onto a Pringles lid, which I use quite often because it means I can be very, very economical with the glue. And I don't waste any, and I don't get loads of splodges of glue everywhere. Apart from behind that butterfly, as you saw earlier. Famous last words. There we go. Oh, needs to be over a bit, otherwise my butterflies are going to cut off. There we go. Put that on there, and then come in with my big scissors and trim it off. And that's my card. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Like I said, I will do the greeting, but it is just the thank you greeting from Abstract Impressions, and I've just embossed it in white on a piece of card and then cut the card down to size and stuck it on the front like so. So there's my card, my two cards. Which one do you prefer, do you think? Which colour? Not sure myself. Quite like the pink and purple together. And thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.